This movie should replace the Star Wars prequels.
Star Chaser, The Legend of Orin is a 3D animated movie from 1985. The Star Wars prequels were so bad that it almost made me never want to watch any Star Wars ever again.
But if you squint and tilt your head a little bit and pretend some of the characters have got different names, then Star Chaser
serves as a replacement for the prequels. It borrows heavily from Star Wars, which is why it wasn't such a big hit. However, if you see that as a benefit, this goes from being an unoriginal animated rip-off to a lovely addition to the Star Wars canon. It's about a kid who lives on a mining planet which is run by some overlord, pretending to be a god called Zygon. The people of the planet are told never to dig up, and then one day, our hero, Orin, finds the hilt of a sword, and a message within it tells him to dig up, leading him on an adventure to escape the mine world. Yes, this has echoes of Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi, but as I say, we're leaning into Star Wars.
Orin and his girlfriend Elan uncover the secret that they are prisoners in a mining facility and that their god Zygon is just a normal man.
After his girlfriend dies and some other shenanigans, he escapes to the planet's surface, has a run-in with some mutants, and then he's rescued by a Han Solo-esque character who has a ship with a quirky built-in personality. Our smuggler character, Dag the Brainy, manages to complete his mission of robbing crystals and takes Orin along for the ride. Plus they pick up a humanoid robot, which again, not original, but now that's a benefit.
But then it gets a little bit weird because Dag and the robot are kind of like a couple who I think end up, having a relationship. But then when they made Solo, they kind of stole that idea back, so I don't know.
So Orin and Dag team up and they head off to sell the crystals at a market planet. And by now, this doesn't feel like a rip-off so much as living in the Star Wars universe. Orin has a run-in with a lovely princess character, but she's a redhead, so it's totally different this time. And following some more adventurous escapades, our gang flee this planet, do a trade in the desert, and escape, only to be chased by the Empire, which is what we're going to call them and what we're going to pretend they are. The ship crashes, Dag is captured by Zygon and tortured. Orin wakes up in the princess's bedroom.
And, I've got no idea what this planet's called, but tell me that doesn't look the way Aldron ended up looking when they showed it in episode 3.
He tries to explain the situation, where he's come from and who Zygon is. She doesn't believe him, so takes Orin and her own protocol droid to go and see Zygon. And then the villain's whole plan is revealed, and our heroes have to do some flying inside of stuff, some running around and shooting. And Orin ultimately saves the day using his hilt like a lightsaber. Throughout the adventure, Orin is followed by some fireflies, but they turn out to be the spirits of great elders who are leading Orin to his destiny. And at the end of the film, we get something that I think we've seen before. But more than any other Star Wars property in the last 40 years, this one feels the most like it belongs. So the next time Jar Jar stepping in poop is too much for you, go and find this movie and watch it instead. Change Orin to Anakin, and this is a fantastic origin story for Anakin Skywalker.
And that's why